What's up guys, LDraux here, and today I'm doing an interesting video because I am playing a quiz called Is That an Anime Reference? Made by my friend AP. It is a JoJo's Bizarre Adventure based quiz, and you might not know this about me, or you do. I have never seen JoJo's, and I usually stand far from it because I think it's like, I don't think I would like it. But AP's trying to gonna convince me. So we're gonna see if I really know stuff about JoJo's or not. And AP's got a bunch of questions here he's gonna say.
I don't know if this is going to convince you. This might steer you away from it more. But yes, that is the premise of the entire game. And we're going to get started. So, round one. This is an easy question. So, I won't make it too hard. So, all right, you ready?
Yes.
So, in JoJo's Bizarre Adventure, part one, Jonathan Joestar has a dog named Danny. His dog was then killed by an antagonist called Dio. Now, is this true in JoJo, or is this a false question?
Wait, so if it's false, that means it's true in a different anime?
Yes,
Then it's true.
it is indeed true. I made that first one extremely easy. I even said the names of the characters just so you can get a feel of what's going to happen. The next couple questions, I won't have the names, and so it won't be as easy. I just want you to either put true or you put false. Simple.
I get it.
All right. So, question two. A man once disguised himself as a woman to infiltrate an enemy's base. This is very vague.
Man wants to disguise himself as a woman, infiltrate an enemy's base. That's false. That's from Data Live.
Damn, I didn't know that happened. That is true. Joseph Joestar did disguise himself as a woman and
Fuck you.
infiltrate an enemy's base.
I thought you were tricking me.
I didn't even realize that was. Okay, hold on.
Well,
Hold on.
listen, Shido dressed up as a girl and went and tried to mess with the girl, other
I
girl.
might give that to you on a technicality because I did not know that
That
was a
was
thing in
vague as
another
fuck.
anime. So and it was an easy one. So because of how crazy it is, but
Listen, since I said
oh
an
man,
anime where that is true, I think I should get the point.
yeah, I'm gonna give you points. So you got 2 points so far.
All right, we'll keep track up somewhere.
Here is question three. A battle featuring a warrior fighting side by side with a spirit of a samurai happens between two rivals.
See, I don't know if these are layups or not. So the spirit of the samurai thing's screwing me up. In spirit, would that be like a JoJo stand?
I didn't say stand.
You're right, you didn't. I'm gonna say it's false.
It is false. It's in Bleach where two spiritual partners join in a battle. So
Okay.
in Bleach there was a samurai and a legendary warrior, and they both fought. So yes, that is false. That did not happen in JoJo, but it did happen in Bleach.
All right.
So here's question number four. An individual erased another's memories and then summoned a violent storm to overwhelm them.
It's throwing me off. That this is part. I assume this is from part one, right? This first set of questions.
No, they're from all of them. I just picked
Oh.
the first one as part one so you get an idea of what we're doing.
Because I don't know how many if there's powers like that. Part one. I'm gonna say true.
It is false. It's from One Piece. Yep.
Wow.
Indeed.
I wouldn't know
That's fair. I didn't know that either until I looked it up, and then I was like, oh, I forgot about that. Indeed. All right. A man is driving a motorcycle, and as he is driving the motorcycle, he breaks the motorcycle and instantly repairs it to get past a baby.
that. All right. You said a man's driving a motorcycle and he repaired what? What did you say? Say it again.
He breaks the motorcycle as he's driving it, and then instantly repairs it to not hit a baby.
What in the Transformers is this? I could see them having motorcycles in JoJo's, and they would do some weird shit from what I've seen. I'm gonna say true.
It is true. In part four, Josuke, he breaks a motorcycle and then repairs it with a stand so he doesn't hit a baby that's in the middle of the road.
That sounded about right.
All right, next question. A colossal amphibian erupts from the ground, spewing corrosive acid and swallowing enemy soldiers whole.
This is gonna be a thing, but if it's false, I should be able to guess what anime it is.
So which one do you think it is?
Oh, well, I didn't guess false, but I do. I do think it's false.
You think it's false?
Yeah.
It is false. It's in Naruto.
I wouldn't have guessed Naruto, to be fair.
It is in Naruto. All right, another question. A captive uses threads or ropes to stitch their own body back together mid combat, defying all logic.
You know what's crazy? I realize how basic your questions are because I can also think this happening in other animes.
Well, the first couple ones were basic, but the next ones will be more.
I'll say true.
It is true. Jolene does stitch herself up mid combat with her stand.
I
All
mean,
right,
you could really
on the
think that happens in Nezuko and Demon Slayer. When she gets cut apart,
on
she
the
puts herself back together
that that is true.
in season 2.
That's probably why I opted to go for more complex or questions in
Yeah.
the next 10. We're on the last two. So, question 9. Someone accelerated the flow of time so that an entire city aged decades within minutes.
Oh, well, I know one of the characters has the ability to do stuff with time. So true.
It is true. It was Poochie, made in heaven. Last question. A disabled rider leapt onto a dragon, soaring through the clouds, then fought an army of giant monsters midair. I'll give you a hint. It's mid.
The fuck you mean? Like, you give me a hint, it's mid.
It's mid. There.
Like the
Mid.
anime's mid, I'm assuming.
We
I'm gonna
figured that
say
part
it's
out.
false. You said a dragon? I don't I didn't know I don't think there's dragons in JoJo. I don't know what it would
It
be.
is.
It
It's
sounds like
fairy tale.
I guess that makes sense. Fuck's disabled in Fairy Tail.
I don't actually remember who I put for this, but somebody's disabled there,
That's crazy.
and I was like, "Oh, that's kind of funny." All right, now we're getting on to the harder questions.
Alright, that's the easy section done.
All right, cranking it up a notch. Question
Alright. Would you say these
11.
are medium now?
Yeah, I would say these are about medium. A lone fighter infiltrates a heavily guarded fortress at night, dodging dozens of traps, only to discover the villain is already waiting in the shadows with a weapon capable of piercing reality itself.
That's false.
Think so?
Yes.
It is true.
Damn it.
Yep, it is indeed true. In that one, I'm pretty sure I put Vanilla Ice for it, which he can indeed pierce reality itself because of course he can. All right, question 12. A strategist fakes their own death, not from our rivals, multiple times during a single battle, then appears in a crowd far away to strike an enemy from behind.
So you're not talking about Loki.
No, I'm
Bro,
not talking
you
about
just described
Loki.
every appearance he has in the movies.
I
That's what he does in
I just
Thanos.
realized I just realized that, and I'm not talking about Loki. Funnily enough,
Strategist. Wait, okay. I'm gonna say it's false, Steve.
it's false.
Yeah.
It is true.
God dang it.
It was Joseph Joestar. He did fake their own. He fake his own death multiple times. Cause and the reason multiple is tricky is because it's not necessarily multiple times, as in like it happened throughout an episode. He faked it 5 times in the span of 5 minutes because the guy kept looking back and he kept crawling away and then faked it again. So it was a trick question, but
That
the
sounds kind of funny.
guy thought he was dead. He would crawl away and then he would fake his death again when he looked back, and then he'd look back and then he'd crawl away. It was really dumb. All right, question 13. A battlefield is swallowed by a massive vortex, lifting hundreds of combatants into the sky, while one person stands in the eye, controlling the chaos with a single gesture.
True.
It is false.
Fuck.
It's in One Piece again.
God damn it. The thing is, I know there's a thing that I know there's something from JoJo's that I don't know, a big area, a big attack thing. Thing that
There
absorbs
is,
an area.
but it's not. It's not this exactly.
What One Piece what is that in One Piece? Is there any context to that?
Let me see what it was. Nami. She creates a massive storm, lifting ships during a battle. I think it was in. No, I don't remember. I know she
Alright.
does that. All right. Question 14. During a duel, a warrior is impaled on dozens of sharp objects, only to twist and use the same objects to attack their opponent.
Hold on. Say that one more time.
During a duel, a warrior is impaled on dozens of sharp objects, only to twist and use the same objects to attack their opponent.
The guy's impaled on some sharp objects. Then he uses said object. True.
It is true. It was in John. So Polnareff fights this little doll thing, and he gets impaled, but he uses that to his advantage. So it's true. It happened. Kind of weird, but it happened. So next question: a combatant summons a creature from another dimension that grows with every attack it absorbs, eventually towering over mountains and leveling entire villages.
I can't think of anything else that it would be other than JoJo's. But summoning. See, the summoning things got me confused. I don't know if
I will give you a
JoJo's.
hint for the future ones after this one, so you don't get confused on some of these questions.
Oh, you're gonna give me the hint after the question.
Okay, there is something that I feel like you're struggling with that I should have clarified, probably a little bit.
False.
It is false. Happened in Naruto, but technically, people don't summon their stands. They're not a thing from a different world. They manifest them. It comes from them, so they're not considered a summon. Is what I'm saying. So anytime I say summon, don't think it's a stand. If it's manifest, that's a stand. That makes sense. A prisoner left for dead uses nothing but thin threads to reconstruct their own body, then escape from a collapsing tower while dodging falling debris. Oh shit! Tongue twister.
True.
It is true. This is Jolene again. I thought it would throw you off because I didn't think that you would want to get the same question twice and be like, oh no, that's not. But you did not fall for that one at all.
I get it.
All right, let's see what we got now. A hero rides a flying beast into a sky filled with rival flying monsters, weaving between attacks while hurling destructive projectiles at enemies hundreds of meters away.
It's weird because you said a question very similar to this earlier. Could it be the same scene and you're just tricking me? But before you said dragon and now you said flying beast. True.
It is false. It's another fairy tale one.
Bro, did you just you just name me two questions from the same goddamn scene, or is that all they do in Fairy
Yeah.
Tale?
No, that's all they do in fairy tale. I actually picked a different scene.
That's crazy.
All right, let's go to the next one. A warrior fights while suspended in midair by invisible threads, using the environment as a weapon itself as a weapon. Threads isn't the right word here. Hold on. By invisible mirrors, not threads. Sorry, I'm gonna restrict you with that one.
Invisible mirrors.
Well,
What in the Doctor Strange
he
is this?
he's the attacker is invisible unless he's in a mirror. Well, like you can only see him in the mirror. So Doctor Strange.
I don't know any animes that revolve around mirrors. So I'm gonna say true.
It is true. Polnareff and Hanged Man. His ability is that he can hop between mirrors, but you can't see him unless he's in a mirror. You have the Bloody Mary type of thing. You can only see the person in the mirror. All right. A lone figure survives being buried under tons of rubble by weaving a tight rope around their body and pulling themselves out.
False.
It is true. It is true.
I don't
That
know
did
what it would
happen.
have been, but
Jolene does it once. It's a one-off scene, but it happens.
man, for you not liking part 6 or whatever.
Part 6.
A lot of
It's the freshest one in my mind.
a lot of Jolene questions.
That is very true. I will give you that. All right. A combatant shadow comes to life and fights independently, targeting enemies while the original person hides. This is tricky. Very, very tricky. I will give you
Because
that.
I definitely feel like something like this would happen. Their shadow fights for them. I'm gonna say false.
It is false. Notice how I said that when the shadow comes to light, it fights independently. Stands do not fight independently. They
Oh
fight with
yeah,
their user.
they have to be with them.
And,
Also,
and this was from the Monogatari series.
so
They
a
also
JoJo
do
character,
something
they're gonna
similar.
go high.
That's very true. All right. Next question. Two fighters battle inside a collapsing cathedral using falling debris as projectile while lightning flashes illuminating the scene. I don't think I've seen any other anime do this. So if you say something like actually other than this particular anime, I'm gonna be like, I didn't even know that another anime did this, so that's my bad. Because I know this one's a little vague, but I've only seen one anime do this. So
Cathedral thing's throwing me off. I can't think of many animes that contain cathedrals.
exactly, that's what I'm saying. I don't usually see that, so that's why when I saw it, I was like, "What the fuck?"
Why do I feel like there's a cathedral on Eminence in the
There is one, but you have to remember that fight. If you wanna pick that one,
What do you mean I have to remember that fight?
you gotta make sure that that's what happened.
I'm going to say that this is a JoJo's reference.
It is a JoJo's reference. It was man, I forgot what it was. I think originally I was gonna go with Jotaro and Dio in part one, but then they're not in a cathedral, so I got it from somewhere else, and I totally forgot where it was. Oh, I know what it was. It was from part five. They're in a cathedral. Technically, they're underground, but they're in a cathedral. So it works. It works. All right. So this is going to be a hard one. I'm not gonna lie. A fighter leaps through multiple dimensions mid-battle, dodging attacks by passing through alternate realities.
A fighter goes through multiple dimensions in battle, phasing through reality. That sounds crazy enough to be something from JoJo's, but is there another anime that could pull that off? Well, the thing is, it seems like you're going with big animes for the ones you're picking.
Some of them.
And
I wanted to make it easier in the beginning.
but the thing is, I can't think of any animes that even deal with time or dimensional travel. So I'm gonna say true.
It is true, but I won't tell you where it's from, only because it's a little bit of a spoiler. But it is true. You'll figure out who does that. You will figure out who does that yourself. Technically, it's not been animated yet, so eventually it will be.
Oh, so what is it in Steel Ball Run?
Maybe, or maybe it's in JoJolian. We'll see. But that did happen in JoJo, but technically it's not animated yet, which is why it was a harder question. All right, next one. A fighter launches themselves from a skyscraper, bounces off multiple lightning bolts, and lands perfectly to punch an enemy across the city.
What in the Marvel Rivals is this? I don't think it's JoJo's. Something about lightning bolts
Hey,
doesn't scream
give it,
JoJo's.
given the question, if you guess JoJo, then you guess JoJo. But if you guess not JoJo, then you guess not JoJo. I just realized I didn't say anything there.
What?
So
What's bro?
hold on. Just give me what you're gonna say first.
Bro went to Yapping University. It's false.
Good. I'm glad that you got it. You got it right. But if you can guess what anime it's from, I'll give you extra points. Only because this one you should really know. Like actually should know.
You think I've seen? So I've seen this anime.
Yes. Yes, you have. Which is
That's
why I need you to get it.
that's scary because you think I've seen a lot of anime that I probably actually haven't. Guarantee that I've seen. If someone jumped between lightning bolts off of a skyscraper. I don't know that many animes with fucking lightning bolts off of someone. What? Either I'm pulling a blank or you're pulling my leg. Because I don't. Hold on. Jumps off of lightning. It's gotta be something that you think I've seen that I haven't.
You definitely seen that.
Well, so it's not something obvious like fucking Demon Slayer. It's
It is not the
can't be Dawn to Dawn. No fucking lightning bolts. Or is there? No, there's not. I doubt it's My Hero. I doubt you pick a question from that. Also, I have no idea. There's no lightning bolt users in My Hero. Well, there is, but not relevant. Definition of lightning bolt is very odd. It's not Konosuba. What's happening? It is. I don't know. Is it Jujutsu Kaisen?
no. It is Kubo.
Fuck. When does that happen in
Yeah.
Konosuba?
Technically, it happens in the light novel, but you did see the anime. Darkness gets thrown at the demon lord, and she bounces off of fucking lightning bolts because she has high resistance, and she just goes up and punches them
You're
because
referencing
she's
the
fucking getting
last
smacked by.
chapter of Konosuba.
Maybe that's why I was like, bro, you gotta get this, bro. You gotta get it. I
I
didn't
at
get it.
least named the anime,
You
but
did name it, but you were like, no, it's not that. And I was sitting there, you were so close.
because it's not. There's only one lightning bolt user in the anime, and that's freaking Union. And it doesn't make
That's true.
sense.
That's true. I thought you read the light novel as well, so that's my bad. I think I forgot. Oh wait, he didn't actually read it, did he?
I've read most of it. I've read more short versions of it. All right, move on.
All right. A villain literally splits the sky in half, sending chunks of clouds crashing down at projectiles while cackling at a group of heroes below.
That sounds like probably Dio, so true.
It is false. It's Fate Zero.
God damn it. I knew I should have watched Fate.
Yep, they have some crazy stuff which was very similar to JoJo.
Fate's not always been on my list, but there's a lot of it, so I've never had the time.
There is a lot of Fate. All right, next question. Let's do this. A lone hero punches a moving train in half, then uses the debris as weapons against dozens of enemies.
True.
It is true.
It's just that
Joseph does
wacky
do that
shit.
against NCDC. All right. This protagonist is trying to be a vigilante for what did I write here? Hold on. This protagonist is trying to be a vigilante as their lifestyle. They they then they die. Wow, this English is horrible. Then they die and come back to life through spiritual means. Wow, that was really bad. Why did I write it like that?
I don't know. Is that how Eminence in the Shadow starts off? False.
It is, and I'm in the shadow.
I know he's a vigilante, but I don't know how he dies and all that.
Well, he just dies kind of off camera, and then he just gets revived. So
Because
I
I
just
know
put my little.
he breaks through the window and stuff, and
He does do that.
that's episode 1 to save that girl or sister, whoever the hell it is.
It was not his sister.
Just a
Blood,
random
she
girl.
hated him. Some random chick. All right. Two warriors fight inside a collapsing volcano using molten lava streams as whips, with explosions lightning the battlefield. Never mind. Completely disregard the lava streams as whips. They do not do that. I don't know why I put that in there. I don't know where I got that from.
Bro's fan writing. That's.
Actually,
I'm gonna say
oh,
AP's fanfic. I'm gonna say that's what this is from.
exactly.
No, this is probably true. Who the hell fights in a volcano?
It is true. It happens in it's Joseph's last fight in a volcano they're fighting.
That's a good last fight.
That's a good last fight.
It is. Since you're in a volcano, you die.
All right. These are going to be my last couple questions here.
Okay.
So these are going to be probably the hardest ones.
All right, hit me with them. Hit me with the hard ones. Pause.
A combatant creates an invisible maze around an entire city block, forcing enemies to attack illusions while the real attack comes from an unexpected direction.
Maybe I just have data live on the brain because all these things are getting confused. 'Cause I've been making a lot of videos about it lately. Anyways, it's shit. Or is it Naruto? There's a lot of fucking clone animes.
Yes,
But you said it's hard. I'm gonna say it's false.
it is true. Joseph does that. They have some wacky stuff, bro.
That's the only thing I know about the show, that it's wacky as shit.
It is very wacky. Next question. A girl is very in love with a boy that she has a crush on in school. She eventually grabs this boy with her hair and traps him in her house.
What did you just say to me?
You
Hold
heard what
on.
I said.
She grabs him with her hair?
Correct. And traps him in her house.
Alright, if this is some weird fucking if this is JoJo's, I don't know if I'm watching it. This is some weird as shit. What the fuck is this? But the high school, they're all grown ass men in JoJo's. I'm gonna say false. I have no clue what it would be from though.
It is true.
What the fuck is
Yeah,
that?
in part four, they're all in high school. Well, there's a chick that does love one of the main cast in part four, and her stand is her hair. So
What do you mean they're all in high school?
they're in high school.
How old are they?
They're like 16 ish
Hold on, part 4?
with Josuke and stuff. They're high schoolers. They're not grown men.
Are they the only non-grown men?
In the anime,
You're telling
so
you can't be telling me Jotaro is not a fully grown dude.
in part three he was 17, so no. But in part four, yes, he is a fully grown dude. He's 23 years.
Oh, that's crazy.
Yeah, I know. Well, looks can be deceiving. All right, next one. All right, I don't think this one is going to be off-putting. So just bear with me on this one.
Oh god. All right.
A man gets stabbed through the tongue by his enemy. His enemy then tries to humiliate him by making him lick the seat of a toilet.
What did you say to me?
You heard what I said.
So he stabs him in the tongue, and then he makes him want to lick a toilet.
Correct.
True.
It is true. It is very true.
Jesus.
All right, next one. As part of gang initiation, the leader of the gang says his goons, oh man, I can't believe I used that word. His goons should welcome this new member to the gang. The way they welcome him is quite odd, however, as they piss in a tea kettle and expect him to drink out of the cup.
Steve, that's false. That's ReZero.
That is true.
Fuck!
He doesn't piss in a cup. Where did you get that from?
Isn't that what echidna does? You're drinking my bodily
No.
fluids.
First off, it's bodily fluids or it's their sweat. I'm pretty
Nah,
sure.
you're pretty sure.
And secondly, they're not in a gang.
I don't fucking
They're
know what
witches.
they're in.
Not a gang. That'd be like a coven.
I don't
Not
know,
like
bro. I've never seen it. I don't know.
insane.
It's more insane that it's fucking in
Insane.
JoJo's. Why are they licking toilet seats and pissing in cups?
That is very true. That's why it's super hard. Because you're like, what? That's not gonna happen. No way. All right. Are you ready for this one?
Yeah,
All
just
right.
say some off the wall shit. I swear.
A detective. Okay. A detective is trying to find a serial killer that ends people by jacking off on them. He then finds the killer and they go into a jacking off brawl while they try to shoot their load at each other and they dodge their loads. As the fight continues, the serial killer runs away.
Now you just throwing in some random ass shit.
It's supposed to be hard.
It's gotta be true. That can't be it from another anime. It's true.
Final answer?
Wait a minute. Wait a minute. I realize now that it could be from. You've seen a lot of degenerate animes. It could be from one of those. False.
It is false. It's Golden Kamui Sperm Detective.
What?
It's a real thing. I saw it on TikTok. I saw a clip of it, and that was the scene I saw. That's what I was like, oh, I should definitely do this with LD because you'll probably think that's JoJo's. And you did.
At
You were like, that's
first,
gotta be JoJo's. No way.
I changed it.
No way.
I thought about
Bro
it.
did change it. Bro did change
I
it.
wouldn't have guessed freaking Golden Kamui, but
It is quite strange. All right. I'm gonna give this last one. You ready?
all right.
Last question.
The final one.
A man is in class. He is supposedly smoking a cigarette. One of the students asks, "Hey, are you smoking a cigarette?" And then proceeds to tell him he can't smoke cigarettes in class. The teacher then pulls out the cigarette, revealing it to be a lollipop that he was licking so fast that the end of the stick was burning.
All right. I would like to phone a friend.
And who would you like to phone?
Myself. That seems too tame for JoJo's. I know they lick stuff in their mouth and all that, but that seems too basic. It's false.
It is false. It's from Gintama.
That sounds about right. I know Gintama's a comedy now, so it makes more sense.
It is. And now for the bonus round. You've made it. I have one final secret question.
All right, bet. What's your bonus question?
All right. Let's do it. A warrior punches so hard that the force shatters the atmosphere, tears open multiple layers of reality, and bounces across continents, all while simultaneously dodging attacks from hundreds of versions of themselves, appearing from alternate timelines, finishing the fight in a single strike.
That's Dragon Ball Z.
It is not Dragon Ball Z. It is not JoJo's.
So I was right. It's false.
It is false.
But so
But if you guess the anime, I
okay,
give
so
you 10
all
extra
right, all
points.
right, all right. The bonus is guessing the anime.
Correct.
Not Dragon Ball. But it's gotta be one of those powerful fucking animes. Punching.
I'm not gonna lie, this is gonna be really hard because I don't think you've seen this, and I haven't either. I just thought it was a cool little thing.
So
But
if
I'll
this
give
then
I'll
it's
give you
gotta
3
be a big
tries.
well, does my Dragon Ball guess count as one then?
No, I'll give you another one, another 3.
Another 3.
I'll give you the first letter. It's G, just to narrow it down.
I'm gonna guess it's not Gintama because of the last question.
It is not
I was
Gintama.
gonna say
And
I don't think it's that. G, then it's freaking G. I feel like this is just a you literally are handing it to me on a silver platter, and I can't think of any enemies that start with the word G with letter G.
I am, but I mean,
G,
it's a little niche.
a little niche. Hang on a minute. If you're fucking with me, is this the fucking no, never mind. That doesn't start with a G.
It doesn't start with a G. I'm not messing with you.
I was gonna guess fucking Legends of the Galactic Hero.
Dude, if I put that as the last one, man, I should have done that. Fuck.
Or fucking what is it? There's Battle Galactica or whatever. Anyways, a G. Well, I don't think it's a Gundam. I don't think you'll go with that. 'Cause if it is, I'm gonna be real pissed because there's too many of them.
Gundam is not in the name. I will give you that. That doesn't necessarily mean it doesn't have Gundam in it.
And you said it starts with a G.
Correct. But it's not Gundam.
G.
Bro, it's blanking.
Is this? Fuck. Okay. G. Frickin' Go Loser Rangers.
No.
I don't fucking know. Can I look up
I don't
animes
think
that start with G?
you can do that.
Because I'm gonna
You do
do
have
that.
because there's a lot, and you're probably not gonna get it if you do it that way. But you can do that. And you only got two more questions. I got two
Yeah.
more responses.
I know.
Yeah.
Okay. Damn, you could have done Legend of the Galactic Heroes because the Japanese name starts with G. Wait, the prompt was he punches really hard?
You want to reread the question?
No,
Or the
damn it, I don't think I would. I could figure it out if I tried.
do you give up?
No.
Because I'll give you half points for getting it right, but I'll give you full points for getting the anime as well. So you can get
Okay.
5 points, 10 points.
No, I'm finding it. I'm doing my. I'm hunting for it. Issue is by these names, I won't know what the fuck it's about. Oh, I'm a fucking idiot. Is it fucking Gurren Lagann?
It is Gurren Lagann.
I
Bro,
forgot.
got
I
it.
forgot this big fucking robot in Gurren Lagann.
Indeed,
Or Gurren
indeed.
Lagann, whatever the hell you ever fucking say it.
So I wasn't counting on how many points you got, but
I
you
think
put up
I
how many points you
passed.
got, and if you and what however many you got out of how many questions there were is your score. So you either passed
Yay.
or you failed.
We don't know, but it's on. I assume.
I don't know yet.
I think I passed. Maybe I didn't. Who knows? You'll know though.
All right, let's just
And
see.
if you guys like this and would want to see something else, let us know. And if you're excited for Steel Ball Run and think I should watch JoJo's, comment. And subscribe for
Indeed.
more anime stuff. We'll see you guys later.